Hello everybody, Succeed with Omia here. Today I'm going to be talking about a progression to the old-fashioned clamshell. If you're injured or you have a really weak glute med, the clamshell is a perfect exercise to get started. It really allows us to open up the hip quite well without a lot of movement. Doing it against a wall like this really helps us figure out that there's a lot of these compensatory patterns. But the idea is that all it will really do is just burn you out at some point in time. We just lose a lot of energy in the hip. We actually leave ourselves exposed to weakness if you warm it up too much. I'm going to start talking about a progression that is actually going to help engage that glute to the point where it'll actually start to grow a little bit depending on how hard you push it, okay? But my bottom heel's against the wall. Both of my hip bones are against the wall. My back is against the wall nice and flat. Don't worry about the upper body too much. But these are called heel slides. The top foot, the glute we're going to work, is going to brace through here, and the heel is against the wall. And all I'm going to do is just slide the foot up to the wall about 30 degrees. That's all you need. If I go too high, my hip starts to drop in and my lower back starts working. But that's it. Bracing through, pushing back, lifting the hip. And the first thing that happens for most people is they realize that the TFL, if you've seen my other videos, starts kicking in and the foot comes up against the wall. We start to internally rotate and elevate the hip. We start to get that burning in the front. Really being able to roll backwards, engage the glutes to push the heel backwards into the wall, and sliding up 30 degrees, coming right back down without too much movement here. Do a few of them. That's about all you need. This is going to work glute minimus as well, the one right on the little tiny side over here. So if you start to feel a little cramping, just decrease the range that you're going in. But here's the challenge. I don't want my glute to just work in one angle. That's the biggest pet peeve I have with clamshells. Is it works if I'm trying to sit down into a chair, that's great, but what happens if I'm here, if I'm here, if I'm here, if I'm here? I want my glute to work all angles. So all you gotta do, scoot away from the wall. Take the legs out straight, race through that pelvis to hold a neutral hip, and try to get that heel all the way back into the wall with neutral. Then try and start coming through with a lot of, glutes. It's tough, but you can do it. That glute will fire up with the maximus now because you're trying to hold that hip tucked underneath. Even better is if you get into flexion on the other side and you try and do it. Oh man, that's tough. Or better yet, my absolute favorite version is try to find something that's really tough to hold against the wall, and it's going to start wobble hipping you a little tiny bit. If I show off, I'm going to brace my pelvis, tuck underneath, drive backwards into the ball, and try and lift it. Now that I have this rolling backwards effect, I'm really going to wind up that glute medius into the pelvis, and I can really start trying to dig in to that butt. This is a full exercise by itself. 3 sets of 15 will leave you unable to walk the next day. Especially if you flex the other hip. I know you can't see it, but it's flexed, and I'm all the way up there. And it starts to get really hard to pick up that ball, and my butt's already on fire. Okay? 3 sets of 15 of that one, I guarantee you, you're going to feel your butt the next day. Do not do something that intense for the glute medius before massive squats. This is a finishing move if you want to burn out your butt. However, if you're doing this stuff, I guarantee you're going to feel your butt a lot more on squats and deadlifts just because of the neuromuscular activity that's actually going to start happening over there, and you're really going to be able to see some good results. In fact, I'm curious on if I'm in this position. I did not stretch yet today, but I'm actually able to get that hip way further out than this one. If I really push, just neurologically, neuromuscularly, that hip is more active and it's able to get into better positions. So that's it for today. I hope this information was very helpful to you guys. As always, have a happy and healthy rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time.